What if your PicoCalc could run MicroPython? You don't have to be an expert because this video is your complete beginner-friendly guide to setting up MicroPython and the Thonny IDE from scratch with your PicoCalc. Mastering this initial setup is the most important first step, and by the end, you'll have the perfect foundation not just for the PicoCalc, but for any future Pico project. I'm JBlanked, and today we're going to cover these 3 essential setup stages. First, we'll flash the Pico with MicroPython firmware. Next, we'll install Thonny, the ideal code editor for beginners. And finally, we'll write and run our first simple script to confirm everything is working, setting the stage for more PicoCalc development. Alright, before we jump in, let's talk about what you need. And don't worry, the list is super short. You'll need your PicoCalc, a micro USB cable that handles data, and a computer with an internet connection. That's it. Seriously, no complex tools, no extra hardware, just these 3 things. Now, first things first, we need to get the Pico inside ready for its new brain. Now, this involves a little ritual that every Pico developer should know by now, the boot select button press. First, go and turn off your PicoCalc. Then you need to turn it to the back. Now, this is a custom case by N602, which allows you to easily access the Pico. But if you're still using the case that the PicoCalc came with, you can still reach the boot select button without having to take the device apart. With a wooden toothpick or something small, go ahead and find the small white button on your Pico labeled boot select. Now press and hold it down, but don't let go yet. While you're holding it, plug the micro USB cable into the Raspberry Pi Pico itself. Then connect the other end to your computer. Once it's connected, you can release the button. Your computer should recognize the Pico as a small storage drive, likely named RPI-RP2 if you're using a Pico or a Pico W, or named RP2350 if you're using the Pico 2 or Pico 2W. Next, open up your web browser. We need to download the brains for our Pico, which is called MicroPython. Now, PicoWare has a version of MicroPython that stays updated and has libraries for the PicoCalc. I put the link to this repository in the description below. Click the Builds folder, then click MicroPython, and then download the correct UF2 file that matches the Raspberry Pi Pico inside your PicoCalc. So if you have a Pico 2, you download the Pico 2 variant. If you have a Pico W, you download the Pico W variant, and so on. Now, once that file is downloaded, simply drag and drop it right onto the device. The Pico will automatically absorb the file and reboot itself, and then the drive will disappear. And just like that, you flash the firmware. Your Pico is no longer an empty shell, it now has MicroPython installed and is ready for your commands. You can now unplug the micro USB cable and turn on your PicoCalc. Now for the second half of our ideal duo, the Thonny IDE. Now, Thonny is a free beginner programming environment that's perfect for working with MicroPython and the Pico. Head over to thonny.org and download and install the version for your operating system. Once Thonny is installed, open it up. Now connect your micro USB cable again to your PicoCalc. This time you do not need to hold the boot select button. And within Thonny, look at the bottom right corner. We need to click on it and select MicroPython Raspberry Pi Pico from the list. The lower panel in Thonny, called the shell, will connect to your board. You should see a MicroPython version message and a command prompt. This is your direct line of communication to the Pico. So let's test it. Type in print hello PicoCalc, and then click enter. And there we go, the message should instantly appear. You are now programming your microcontroller. Now, talking to the shell is great for quick tests, but the real power comes from writing scripts. Go up and click stop. And now in the main editor window at the top of Thonny, type the following code. Import machine, and then we need to import time. We're going to say LED equals machine.pin, LED, and then machine.pin.out. Now we simply do while true, LED.toggle, and we'll sleep for 1 second. So time.sleep 1. Now, this script simply imports the libraries we need to control hardware and use timers. It then tells the Pico we want to control the onboard LED as an output. And finally, it starts an infinite loop that turns the LED on, waits a second, turns it off, waits another second, and repeats forever. Now click the green Run button to execute the script. And if you flip over your PicoCalc, you should see the LED blinking. And there you have it. You've successfully installed MicroPython and the Thonny IDE, which is the most critical step in this entire process. You've proven that you can flash the firmware, configure your development environment, and make the Pico respond to your commands. With this powerful duo setup, you have the perfect foundation to start building the PicoCalc. If you found this tutorial helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more PicoCalc content. But now I want to hear from you. What do you plan to build with your PicoCalc? Let me know in the comments below. I'm JBlanked. Thanks for watching. Peace.